Hi, I'm Mary White from my friends at the Boulevard Park Thriftway, and I want to show you guys how to snack and not turn into a giant blob. This time of year, it's really important, I think, for all of us to kind of reassess where we're at and, see what we're eating. And the great thing about the Thriftway is they have the most amazing, beautiful vegetables, which, when you treat them right, can be very sexy and delicious. I'll show you how. An English cucumber is a delicious thing. What I like to do with these is take off some of the skin, so it gives it a bit of a, like a cool pattern, right? And then you can just slice them up and put them on your platter. For a party, I try and make things that are only one bite. A Yukon Gold potato, this is your new friend. First of all, this here potato is way less than 100 calories. I just boiled it, for like 15 minutes, and they slice beautifully. And there's a butteriness to a Yukon Gold that goes great with dips and stuff like that. So look, it's kind of like a potato chip, but it's not fried in fat. It's just a nice little piece of potato. These are these adorable little peppers I got at the Thriftway, and they come in a nice resealable bag, and you literally just cut them in half, if you can get them out of the bag. Just cut them in half, scoop out the seeds, and put them on the platter. This is a dip I came up with when I really wanted, some creamy goodness, but I didn't want to get my big pants out, okay? And what I like to use in this one is this lovely stuff. It's Organic Valley. They have it at the Thriftway, of course, and it's the best Neufchâtel, which is a light cream cheese, but it isn't fake. It isn't like that grainy, weird kind of stuff you get sometimes with lower fat. This is just delicious. We're gonna put in a cup of lighter sour cream. The thing about snacks, of course, is they are in between meals, right? Not taking the place of a meal, but in between. So you don't want to eat, a big vat of bubbling cheese or, half of a roast beef. That's not a snack. A little bit of salt, a little pepper. And now what makes this really fun is I have jalapeno stuffed olives, green olives. So they have that nice salty bite, okay? So look at them, aren't they cool? So I like to go in and do them this way in thirds. And what we're also going to put in here is some green onion. Now, you're all standing around, you're having delicious, light, lovely snacks. You don't want a bunch of green onion breath. You don't want the bad breath. That's why we're not going to use a lot of garlic either. But a little bit of green onion can make you very happy. So we've got all these olives. I'm going to put them in there. And then really finely mince that green onion, okay? Take the bottom part off, get rid of that, and then just mince like a crazy person. You've taken basically sour cream and cream cheese. You've added a couple of pretty highly flavored things. The olives, the jalapenos, and the green onions, okay? And at this point, depending on what you like, you could put in a little bit of hot sauce, maybe a little bit of paprika, or just kind of leave it as is, right? And it's kind of white, so make sure and always garnish your dip, because otherwise it's going to look really boring, okay? So scoop that off of there, lick your fingers, put some parsley on it, and you're good to go. Ta-da! Let's do like that. And you've really got a pretty easy, delicious, simple thing, and really hardly any calories. So this panhandle pesto, I sort of made it in memory of my dad, who's from the South, but it has those southern flavors, pecans and molasses and all that stuff. And it's vegan, and it's really freaking good. And you can either dip in it, like the vegetables that we have, or what I like to do with it is either thin it and use it as a salad dressing, or keep it kind of thick, and then just use it like a pesto on, pork or shrimp or chicken or even tofu. So the first thing you do, this is great any time of year because you don't need basil, parsley. So you can just kind of shave down the bunch like that and then put all this stuff in your Cuisinart. Now in here I've also got a 1/4 cup of toasted pecans. Again, that southern flavor, but look at all this parsley. So you dump the parsley in, okay, along with just 1 clove of garlic. We don't want the bad breath. We don't want to be breathing on each other with too much garlic. So 1 clove of garlic, then a little bit of molasses. Again, it's that wonderful southern flavor. So what we're going to end up with is something that's kind of sweet, kind of salty, kind of nutty, and it really picks up a dish. You got to have Tabasco. It makes it interesting and spicy and good. And I think 2 teaspoons, you know. This makes a pretty good, nice little bowl full of, dipping. So we like Tabasco, so we'll just do that. Okay. And the fun part now is the zest of an orange. This citrus really brightens up the flavors here. Anytime you're working with those dense flavors, you know, nuts and oil, and even the molasses is really intense. It always helps to brighten that up with a little bit of citrus, whether it's, you know, lemons or oranges or even, you know, grapefruit. It really makes a nice flavor contrast. This is a really big orange, so I'm just going to use half of this juice. If you were thinning this to use as dressing, I'd use all of the juice. So it depends on how you're going to use it. And now we're just going to whiz it up till it's the consistency we want. Isn't that noisy? Drizzle in your olive oil. And like I said, this is really, really versatile. So don't just think it has to live with your vegetables and your potatoes and stuff for dipping. You can do a lot with this. Same with the creamy olive dip too, you know, you guys. If you wanted to use that on a baked potato, if you wanted to mix cooked pasta in with it and put in some cheese. I mean, there's a lot of ways to go with stuff like this. So there you have it. This was really pretty simple to do, right? And you've got a beautiful creamy olive dip. You've got this really spicy panhandle pesto. I think more importantly, you've got beautiful vegetables that can really make you feel good, and they taste delicious, and they're really high quality at the Boulevard Park Thriftway. It's in Des Moines. You're going to love it. It's a great store. And the recipes for today are on the boulevardparkthriftway.com website. They're also on my website, thepantryraid.com. So I'm going to eat some dip now. I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Bye-bye.